Check in now with Michigan State Police Lieutenant Mike Shaw right now. Lieutenant, can you tell us what you know so far?
Right now, we don't know a heck of a lot just because it's more of a fire department scene than it is MSP. We're in the process of shutting down both sides of the freeway just to make sure that folks can't drive into the scene itself. We have been informed by fire that it's possibly gasoline or diesel fuel. So basically what our role is right now is to control the scene, make sure that there's nobody that's allowed to get into where the scene is at. We'll let the fire department do their job, and then we'll get inside there to figure out exactly what happened.
Okay, and we've been told the freeway shut down between Addison and Michigan Avenue. Is that still accurate, or are you expanding that shutdown?
It kind of depends. Fire department is the one that determines if this becomes a hazardous material scene, if we need to do evacuations or different components to it. We have not received any information as far as that. So right now that's going to be where we're going to shut the freeway down. If there's anything that changes with that, we may move back and forth or even once the fire is out, be able to open up one side of the freeway again. So we'll kind of play it by ear while the fire department does their portion.
Are you aware of any injuries, Lieutenant?
We have not received any reports of any injuries or fatalities. Then again, our haven't made contact with anybody out there as well. So until the fire department can actually get control of it and get this fire put out, we'll have to kind of wait to see how that unfolds.
So right now, this is a Dearborn fire scene, is that correct? They're in
Correct.
charge of the scene? Okay.
Absolutely, yep.
Okay, and then you said you think it's a petroleum product. What kind of risk is there to people breathing this in?
Well, you know, and that kind of depends on what they're using to put it out with. That's more of a fire issue than it is for a police issue. We'll work hand in hand with the fire department if they feel that it is something that we need to make sure that people either shelter in place, or if we do have to have some type of evacuation, we'll work hand in hand with the fire. We have not received any information that that's necessary so far.
Okay, what role will Michigan State Police play in investigating how this accident occurred? Because it does appear that I don't know if the semi hit the car. It looks almost like a T-boned it there. It's hard to tell who hit who first. But what role will your agency play in that?
What we'll do is once the fire is out, the fire department determines that it's safe for our troopers to go in there. Even though it looks very spectacular on TV, a traffic crash is basically the same investigation no matter what's involved in it. So we'll get our reconstructions to get inside. We'll take a look at both the vehicles, try to find any witnesses that may be around that saw exactly what happened. We'll try to put it back together to see if we can determine the cause.
All right, Lieutenant Shaw, right now, Chopper 7 sort of zooming in on this car that was on the other side of the freeway on the westbound lanes that, well, I was going to say it was on fire. It appears it is still on fire. It looks like they had gotten it under control a little bit better than where it was. Do you know if that car caught on fire in the westbound lanes, or did it somehow travel from eastbound? Do we know how the car on the other side of the freeway caught fire?
We don't. A lot of time in these type of situations where someone sees a tanker catch on fire or believe that a tanker is on fire, a lot of people will just abandon their cars where they get in and run away. So a lot of that will be determined once we're able to get into the scene and determine if this was part of the crash or if it's somebody that actually ran away from the scene when they saw the tanker catch on fire.
Okay, and we're hearing reports that the sewer system in that area is on fire as well. Have you heard about that? Can you tell us anything about that?
I have not heard about that, but that is always a concern of ours. When fuel or any type of chemicals leak from these tankers, one of the first things the fire department is going to do is try to gain control of it so it doesn't get into the sewer system. If it has done that, the fire department is very good at being able to control that and getting that fire put out.
Okay, so it's right now a Dearborn fire scene. Michigan State Police may start investigating at some point. And again, you're saying you don't know of any injuries at this point. What advice do you have for drivers when we see these tanker trucks on the roads all the time on all of our freeways? I mean, they always kind of give me pause because obviously we've covered these things in the past where they can have these explosions. I mean, what's your best advice for drivers when you're maneuvering around these trucks hauling this hazardous material?
A lot of times we see it, and because there's such a spectacular crash, we think they happen a lot. That's not the case. These are very rare events where we actually do have a tanker that catches on fire. But one of the things that you'll notice is, and just when you're driving around, and this is with any semi-truck, a lot of people don't give them the room that they need to maneuver. So you'll see a lot of people that will cut them off or try to get into their blind spots and cause some problems. So just be cautious. Give them a lot of room to negotiate. And advice, if you see, a tanker that maybe isn't driving safely, give us a call, and we'll go have one of our motor carrier officers check them out to see if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing as well.